My brother hated me and wanted me dead. I cried and asked him, am I your sister or what? I don't have a sister, he scoffed. That night, a car suddenly hit me and killed me. He went insane. I died at the most glamorous age of 18. Intense pain invaded in an instant, and I was grateful that I died quickly. But my body didn't look good. I floated in my drow watching passers-by shake their heads inside. I followed my corpse to the hospital. After going through the motions, they pushed me into the morgue. The doctor flipped through my tattered clothes, trying to find anything to prove my identity, but to no avail. Poor thing, it looks like you haven't even reached adulthood. How devastated your family will be when they find out. My wallet and phone had been taken by a man after I ran out of the house following an argument with my brother, Dexter Bell. He had also taken something else from me, but I had forgotten what it was. The nurse carefully wiped the bloodstains off my body, shedding a few tears. I wondered how happy Dexter would be if he found out. I stared blankly at my corpse, wondering how long it would take for Dexter to come and claim my body. My spirit wafted back home a luxurious villa standing in the suburbs. It looked like a lurking beast in the darkness, never giving me any warmth. The light of a desk lamp illuminated Dexter's stern face. He was dealing with company matters, with his brows furrowing. He glanced at the time on his phone, showing a hint of impatience and anger. After a while, he unlocked his phone and tried to call someone. Seemingly unable to connect, he cursed and hung up. He swept everything off the table. I knew about his hot temper. Caroline, you've grown bull. How dare you block me? He angrily smashed things around. If you were so capable, never come back. Just die out there. My nose tingled. Even though I was dead, I still felt sad about his harsh words. Dexter, you got your wish. I really died out there. I watched as the last remnants of the setting sun faded away in the distance. It seemed to take away the last trace of warmth within me. Dexter's rage toward me was justified. As he said, I caused the deaths of our parents. Our mother suddenly had the urge to go shopping for clothes for me during the days leading up to my birth. She was hit by a car and sent to the hospital. I was saved by the catering section, but she couldn't be safe. She died on the day I was born. On her deathbed, my mother told my dad, take good care of Carrie. Tell her that I love her. It was revealed to me when my dad was drunk. Still, he refused to acknowledge me. He would only say a few words to me when he was drunk. He had just ignored me for the rest of the time, as if I didn't exist. Recently my dad died by his own hands. He left a letter that Dexter didn't allow me to read, nor did he let me attend the funeral. It didn't matter, since my dad didn't want to see me in his final moments anyway. Dexter was 10 years older than me and had a difficult life. Since our dad became depressed, our family business had declined. Dexter excelled in his studies and skipped grades. By the time he was 20, he had already graduated from college and started working at the company. Fresh out of college, he became the CEO of the Bell Corporation. He worked very hard, and I respected him for that. When he attended social events and came back late, I would make him sobering soup and leave it on the table. In the morning, I would wake up early to make him oatmeal. When he rubbed his tired eyes, I used the pocket money I had saved for a month to replace the dazzling desk lamp on his desk. I also placed eye drops and vitamins on his table. I ironed his shirts just like our mother used to do. I wanted to silently take care of him and relieve some of his stress. Without him, we might not have been able to afford such a big house. Actually, I didn't care about the size of the house. I cared about my family, especially Dexter. Dexter didn't try to call me again, which was expected. A phone call was the last bit of patience he had for me. I remember the first time we had a big fight. His veins bulged as he pointed to the door and barked, Caroline, get out of this house. I don't have a sister like you. I wiped away my tears and shot back, do you think I want a brother like you? Caroline, I hate you. He slapped me, leaving my face swollen and red. I ran out and waited by the road out of our house, expecting him to come out and find me. The wind was chilling at night, and I was wearing thin pajamas. Soon enough my lips turned purple, and I couldn't help shuddering. But to my disappointment, Dexter didn't come find me. He never came out of the house. With no money in my pocket and the cold freezing me, I was forced to wander to a friend's house where I stayed for a few nights. Eventually, Dexter called me. I thought he finally cared about me and eagerly waited for him to come pick me up. I thought he would hug me and comfort me, but he just gave me an even harder slap. I fell to the ground and looked up at him with tears in my eyes. He stood there looking down at me with disgust. Caroline, if you pull this disappearing act again, never come back. If it weren't for our father, I wouldn't have been providing for you.